Hello,
This
Vietnam.
is Sam
That's
and Adam.
That's a Robin Williams quote. Anyway.
And today, as you can probably tell by the title, because I probably named it First Guest or something like that, we have...
Our first guest.
His or her name is... Aaliyah.
Yeah.
We have mentioned her in our first podcast. If you haven't listened to that,
Yeah.
go now. See you later.
And for those of you who have, so just a quick recap of who Aaliyah is to us.
Aaliyah to me is a friend.
Aaliyah is my girlfriend, and us three all go to college together.
Yeah.
We're all in the same class. We all do drama. And it's because of that we chose our topic for today.
The topic for today is going to be on acting and theatre performances, inspirations that we all have. And
just acting in general.
Yeah.
Anything and everything to do with drama.
So what's our first question, Sam?
What is our first question? I don't know, because you wrote it down, Adam. But I guess we can just start with, I don't know. Let's hear a little bit about you, Aaliyah, first.
Tell us about yourself. We're going to do like one of those, in first school where it's like, oh, what's your name, what's a hobby you've got, and what do you want to be when you're older?
God, I hate the hobby question.
I hate the hobby question. I always used to say,
the hobby's so
Sport.
bad because it's like, tell us a hobby, but don't put video games if you're...
Or football.
Yeah, if you put video
It's
games
like,
or
what
football.
else do you think
it's
I
like,
do?
ugh.
I eat, I guess.
Ugh. I eat. That's my hobby.
I eat.
I want to be a champion eater when I grow up. Anyways, go on.
What was the question? Tell me about yourself.
Yeah.
This is like an interview for like uni. I wasn't prepared.
What's your strengths?
My strengths, right. I'm reliable.
Right. Decent.
Bad at time management. Right, okay. I'm Aaliyah. I'm 17.
Okay, right now Sam just had his head
Yeah.
flat, like face down
Disappointment. It's fine.
on the table. Go on, what's a hobby you do?
Hobby, I like reading. Not many people our age like reading. They find it boring.
She's referencing me there. I despise reading.
No, but like a lot of our...
I don't read unless I have to.
Well,
I would like to read more, but I just don't. So, is that all you've got to say about yourself?
I'm very indecisive when it comes to favourites.
Okay, interesting. That'll be interesting going forward in this podcast. I mean, I already knew that, but
yeah.
You set us up for failure here, aren't you, Sam?
No, but I do have an answer to it. Right, anyway.
What's your favourite book?
My favourite book. Oh.
I just heard your cat outside.
That's
Adam's cat followed us all the way up here and has been sat outside the garage door since we first came in here.
And every now and then we just hear,
Which is really weird because it never used it. I think it just likes Aaliyah. Because it's never done it with us two before.
Because you two kick it.
yeah,
You're abusive.
Sam just punched it outside.
Yeah, I punched the cat for no reason. Completely unprovoked.
I don't have a favourite book, but I have a favourite series.
Book series.
Yeah,
Right.
the Darren Shan Cirque du Freak one.
Oh, Cirque du Freak. I've seen that film.
Yeah, it was in English.
That is
I watched it in English.
literally right there.
Like, you're right.
The exact
Yeah.
the exact interaction between someone who reads and someone who reads. I really like
It's
the
such a
Darren
bad
Shan
film.
series of books. Oh yeah, I've seen that film.
Actually, I quite enjoyed that film when I was a kid. I watched it the other day. By the other day, I mean a good year ago. And
obviously.
It's
Despised
so bad.
it.
The spider is just...
I haven't
It's
seen it.
disgusting.
Don't know anything about it.
Oh, it's so bad, Sam.
Any is the acting bad or good?
It's got that guy from Hunger Games in it. You know the blonde one?
Liam Hemsworth.
No, the other one. The short one.
Which one is he in?
All of them. It's Katniss's lover. The one she ends up falling. Look,
Divergent.
Peter.
Did you say the Hunger Games or Divergent?
Hunger Games, not
Hunger
Divergent.
I
Games.
swear you said Divergent.
No, the guy
Am I
who plays
right?
the guy who plays Peter.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah. It's got him as a small child
He's
in
the
it.
bad guy. No, who's the bad guy? No, never mind. Forget.
Yeah, forget
Get
that.
this
Forget Hunger
crap
Games.
film.
Ooh, it's quite long.
I know this thing actually kicks out some heat when you get to it, but it's because there's so many holes in the walls of this place that all the heat just immediately leaves.
Is that a dig at my garage? Excuse me. Do you want a place to record?
It's hot on the top,
I make
it's
do
good.
with this place. It's just full of holes and spider nests.
Which I still don't really want to know the location of.
We keep glancing at it every now and again, so you definitely
Yeah, I know the
general
area.
of where it is.
Another thing about myself, I don't like spiders. Despise them.
Because who does really? You gotta be a bit weird, a bit mad in the head.
Sam doesn't mind them.
If you like them though.
Yeah.
If it's like one of those things where it's like, oh, whatever, I guess, it's just a spider, then no, you're alright.
But if you keep one as a pet, then you need
Then
to...
you're raged.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't. I don't know if I'd ever keep one as a pet.
I kept snails as a pet once.
Snails?
Yeah, I kept them in a jar.
I quite like the idea of bugs as pets.
I don't.
I do. I really want a
Some
giant
bugs.
African snail.
They're not meant to be.
I like the idea of reptiles as pets. I like reptiles.
I mean,
Like a chameleon. That would be
I don't
so
really.
cool.
I do.
I don't really.
Megan's
care.
got one, and it's really cool. Well, she used to even.
Reptiles don't bother me, like, in either direction. Like, I don't care about them,
But they're neutral.
but if one was on me, I don't care, if that makes sense.
Yeah, but you're not really an animal lover, are you? Apart from dogs.
No, I am.
Yeah, I know, but like you kick your cat.
No, that's...
Just a disclaimer, me and Adam don't actually kick the cat.
They just make jokes about it.
The cat...
Exactly.
The cat just has...
I make
like,
jokes about it, like I
like-
make jokes about kicking Sam in the
The
head.
Yeah, but
cat
it's
has
still-
almost zero pet tolerance. As in, like, if you put your hand anywhere near it, it will run away from that. Like,
Yeah.
it's the plague.
And plus, I believe cats are evil.
There you go.
Have you seen their eyes?
The ancient Egyptians
But-
worshipped cats.
Yeah, I know, which is why they're evil.
Which is why they're all weak.
Because Egyptians were bloody weird. They had a hook and put it up people's nose to get the brains out
Yeah.
when they were dead. Is that just not a bit
It's just so
mad?
Shall we actually move on to what we wanted to talk about?
No.
to
No, because Aaliyah said, oh, you're just not an animal lover. I am.
an extent.
No, it's because I don't show it as much as anyone else. Because everyone else always goes, oh, look, he's so cute. I love him.
You do that with dogs,
With dogs,
though, when
'cause-
you're driving, which is probably the worst possible
To
time.
be fair, we
Dog's
saw,
my
we
absolute
saw a dog
favourite.
on the way up to your house, Leah, and it was probably about the size
I
of
didn't
a
see it.
large rat.
Oh no, I was driving today.
That's how big it was.
In my driving lesson,
And
I
it
was
had a
driving,
little jacket on.
and I got distracted by a dog. It was so bad. He was like, "Don't be doing that. Don't do that." I was like, "Sorry."
I got distracted once, and my instructor was like, oh, I see what you're looking at.
I remember you telling me
Yeah.
this.
And I was like, damn, you got me there, didn't you?
Gotcha. So,
Oh, yeah. Back to the
Questions.
questions. Okay, let's start
Wait,
with
sorry. Is this safe?
yes.
back to...
I want to start with the performances you've seen first of all.
Okay.
Theatre performances. So I haven't seen many. I think I've seen the Lion King musical and Cabaret,
And we all went to go see Cabaret together.
Mhm.
and that's it. So
But Cabaret was very good.
it were alright.
Did we
You
go
know
to
that.
Manchester to see that?
Yeah, we went to Manchester.
Manchester. It were alright. Wasn't too great.
I thought it was brilliant.
I thought you quite liked it.
This
This is news to me.
I thought the puppet thing was just
But
great.
what is it? I've seen quite a few. Admittedly, it was quite a while. It's been quite a while though. I think the last, obviously before Cabaret, the last big like West End musical that I saw was in like year 9. But I've seen quite a few.
Ages ago.
Yeah, well, I've seen quite a few. I've seen Michael Jackson.
I've seen that.
Not actually Michael Jackson, but the stage show.
I've seen
Michael
that,
Jackson,
actually.
I didn't know
which
there
is
was
quite
a
good.
I
stage show?
enjoyed that. Yeah, the stage show. It's
They
all
just
like
perform his songs pretty much. There's no acting. in it.
in like order,
Yeah,
and obviously they'll get like.
And they've got like 4 different
lookalikes.
people that play Michael
I
Jackson.
used to obsess with Michael Jackson.
But like the 4th guy doesn't sing. He's just lip syncing.
Yeah,
really
and a
quite
sick
badly.
dancer.
He's just a
Oh.
really good dancer, though.
Okay.
So kind of.
But it was a really good.
It was
And they had
quite good.
Jackson 5 in as well. The songs.
Yeah, it was quite good. I've seen Shrek the musical.
That's coming back in. It's coming to Leeds.
That's coming to Leeds.
I haven't seen Shrek the musical. Book of Mormon's coming to Manchester,
Is it?
so I want to go see that. Matilda's in
interesting.
Manchester at the minute.
I'm not a fan.
Not a fan of Matilda.
Don't know. I ain't
Not
really,
like Matilda.
I ain't really seen it.
I've seen Charlie and the Chocolate Factory the musical.
Again, not a fan.
That was alright, that was quite good. We did a workshop just before it with a guy who was one of the chorus dancers,
Ah, yes, you told me this. Oh.
which was really good. That was really cool. Because then, like, we spent the, like, show looking for him. And at one point, he, like, waved without having any idea where we were. And we was all like, it's him! It's him, he's dressed as an Oompa Loompa! Look at him! Ah!
What year was this?
Year 9. Oh, because we went on one school trip and we went to see both Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and Michael Jackson musical
What, in London?
in London.
Yeah.
I
And
think I just missed out on that
we went to go see Charlie and the Chocolate Factory at the same place where Shrek the musical was the year before. So that was like interesting to go back. I've also seen The Lion King.
The Lion King were good.
I've seen The
Lion
Lion
King,
King. I didn't appreciate it much then because I didn't really know. I just liked acting then. Like, I didn't appreciate it as much as I would do now if I were to see it.
Oh god, no, neither did I.
But yeah, I've seen that. I've seen Wicked. Again, didn't appreciate it. I was like, year 8. Went on like a choir trip. But no, that was brilliant. What else have I seen? Cabaret, obviously, with you guys. I'm going to see Les Mis, aren't we?
Are we? I don't know.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
What is it? I've seen To Kill a Mockingbird, which is not a musical, obviously, it's a play.
Oh, I didn't know.
But that was very good.
I don't know what it is.
It's set during the slave trade, and it's about
Let me guess. Slaves.
Not quite.
Ah.
It's about the It's
Yes.
it's about this slave who's like.
I knew it.
Well, no, he's convicted. He's convicted.
Gotcha.
He's convicted of a crime that you don't know whether he committed or not.
Okay.
But then this guy has to defend him because that's his job, obviously.
Yeah.
He's a lawyer.
Lawyer.
And it's centered around him and his family, and it's like a really long case, and you don't know all the way through whether he did it or not. But like,
So you like create your
the
own
guy
opinion-
gets like a lot of
opinion.
stick for like defending him, obviously.
Well, yeah.
But then in the end, you find out that he didn't do it, and then he didn't get sentenced. I think that's how it ends anyway. But you find out he didn't do it. Anyway.
We've seen
I don't know if he
Footloose.
gets sentenced. Oh yeah, we've seen Footloose.
An
Footloose was
amateur
alright.
Footloose, but
I think it was
really good.
semi-professional. It wasn't quite amateur, but it wasn't
Yeah,
quite
probably the
professional.
main ones were.
There was people
hired.
in it getting paid, but
Yeah.
there was definitely people who weren't getting paid as well.
I've seen Woman in Black.
That was
The
that's a-
stage
That's
production.
a stage production.
Yeah.
It's talked about this.
I've talked about this, but it's very, very good. I'd recommend anyone to go
old were
see
you?
Was
it.
it?
How old? Yeah, 11. So
You were year 11.
15 or 16. I was year 11.
What's the Woman in Black based off? Is it based off a book?
Yeah, I
I'd
think.
assume so, because
And then the film came from the book?
Yeah.
Or did the stage show come from the film that was based off of nothing?
I think stage show came from the film that was based from a book.
It's a play, right? Not a musical.
A play,
I'm
of
gonna
course.
say.
Imagine the woman in black.
The musical.
I'm going to kill you.
Scary time.
Anyway, okay, moving on from things that you've seen.
Mhm. Oh,
Who-
I've seen Hamilton on YouTube. Does that count?
No, that does not count.
Go on.
Oh, what was I going to say now? Who's an inspiration to you as an actor? Or actress, sorry. Oh, wait, no.
Just who is your favourite? Who do you like?
Normally, I'm really indecisive, but Meryl Streep all the way.
I'm really bad with matching faces to names.
She's that one from
Donna.
Mamma Mia. Donna.
Oh,
Donna.
no. I don't really like
I
her.
love her.
Do you not?
No.
Everything that she
Why?
does, I'm just like, oh.
Don't know, her face annoys me. You know those people where you get like, you just look at them and you think,
Why though?
I don't
think
know.
She's great. She's got so many good, notable roles.
Yeah.
She's great in Sophie's Choice.
Yeah.
I just don't really
Also,
like her.
I like her because she's quite a pioneer of accents. She's got quite a range. She's quite well known for
Accents.
her varying, well-performed accents. So,
Cool.
yeah.
I just don't like her just because of her face.
Anyone else?
I used to really like what's his face? That guy who played the Grinch. That I could never
Jim
say the
Carrey.
name. That one. But I don't know. I kind of gone off of him just because of his little spiral that he's gone down.
He just doesn't.
You mean
in
his
work.
work spiral?
Yeah. Yeah, but nothing really matters and all that kind of thing. I just think I loved him from The Grinch because that was like one of my childhood favourite films. So I think that, but yeah, recently it's
I've
That's good in Ace
confession.
Ventura.
Little confession. I've never seen The Grinch.
Have you not?
oh my god,
No, never.
Oh.
Wow.
It's getting up to Christmas time. We need to watch it.
We need to have a movie day and watch The Grinch.
Yeah, we do.
At whose?
Mine.
Sorted. Maybe.
Because it's
We'll get. We'll go to Neves again.
it's a very
planned
good
a
movie.
Oh, did you?
We planned to have a movie day at Neves the other day. No, I mean when we just went,
All right.
but we didn't.
No, we did. We watched two movies. We watched
Two.
Baby Driver. and
Yeah.
Percy
But
Jackson.
it wasn't really a
Well,
planned
yeah, The
movie
Grinch.
day, was it?
Either way,
Uh,
The Grinch.
yeah, we should have a
is
movie
very
day
good
at Neves.
movie.
Neve, if you're
And you should
listening,
definitely watch The
you
Grinch.
better let us in
The
your own.
Grinch is so good.
I've heard it's
aged
brilliant.
well as well.
And I've seen the Grinch meme.
That's so fucking
Also, sorry, I just got another one. Quite a young actress who kind of relates to Meryl Streep. Lily James.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say this person actually.
Yeah, I know, but she's
I
just
agree.
amazing. Like,
She's solid.
and
Got 3 big movies under her belt already.
her characters are so different.
Say how little she's been.
How old is she?
20s.
I'm going to guess 25.
She went to-
Take your placey bet. Placey bet,
25.
Leah. Placey bet.
25.
26, because she went out with Matt Smith.
Oh, I might increase it to 27. No, 25, I'm keeping it. Go on, what's yours?
I said 26.
I'm looking
Sounds-
it up. I can't.
Yeah, you can.
I haven't seen it yet, so.
Also, I really like Matt Smith.
25?
25.
She's 25.
No, I don't know that yet. That's my guess.
Oh.
29?
What?
Wow.
Woo!
29?
How
Say
old's
not though, Gary Oldman's 60, apparently.
Yeah, he's an old man.
Who's that? Shut up.
Matt Smith's 36, which is fair enough actually, now that I think about it.
I love Matt Smith. And David
How old
Tennant.
is Tom Holland?
It's like
20.
24, isn't it? Oh no?
He's young. I want to say 22.
22.
Oh.
They just came up in the search.
Would you look
suggestions.
at that?
22.
32. Go on, who's an inspiration to you? Sam.
Me?
Yeah.
James McAvoy.
Good choice.
Yeah, exactly right.
James McAvoy.
Any reason?
Because he's just brilliant.
Sick.
I thought I was going to say sick.
Yeah, James McAvoy is just a good actor. He's been in so much stuff, and so much good stuff, that is. And played so many... I haven't found a film where he's bad in it.
Yeah.
I've seen films that he's in that are bad, but I haven't seen films where he's bad in it.
Fair enough.
Yeah, very, very diverse.
That's what I
He
like.
seems
in
extremely
roles.
diverse. Yeah.
Very
Got
quite a big range.
I haven't really thought about this, but if I were to think about who's an inspiration to me, Tom Hanks. He's sick.
Comedy actor.
Oh,
Well, he started off in comedy.
did
Yeah, it's like Jim Carrey.
he? Oh, mad. No, I just seen a couple of his films that he's done, and it seems everything that he does is just completely different to each character.
Talking
It's
about
great, brilliant.
Woody, right?
Yeah,
Right.
would it?
Yeah, another
Yeah.
thing about me, I'm really bad with names.
Yeah.
The Circle, he's good in that, but the film's rubbish as a whole.
No. Okay. Yeah. No.
I don't know. I hadn't really thought about it, so that's probably just like an off of my head actor.
Michael Fassbender, another great diverse actor.
What's he called? Jack Sparrow.
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp. He's obviously a standard one that everybody loves,
Yeah.
but because he's brilliant, which is why everybody loves him.
But it's his home life that's a bit controversial.
Yeah, he seems like a bit of an odd guy, really.
What do you mean by that, sorry?
Johnny Depp
Yeah.
got quite a controversial home life. He had obviously had a lot of allegations with his wife, stuff like that.
I didn't know that.
Well, ex-wife. Which he denied and he came out of the court case clean. Yeah, apparently he takes out like loans just to like keep a very rich lifestyle going. And he spends a lot of money online. Like a lot of money online. Probably more than my university tuition fees online.
Oh yeah, I'd assume so. I'd assume way over that much on wine. Because you can get these proper expensive bottles, can't you?
Yeah,
So-
monthly
so
though.
He probably just splashes out on
Yeah, but the point is he takes out
loans to get
loans
them.
to do such thing, which is
What a big loser.
You learn something new every day.
yeah, no, but I don't. It doesn't put me off him.
Let's talk about musicals. You see, Sam and Aaliyah are both into musical theatre, especially. Am I right?
Well, for me.
Yeah, so, I didn't think you needed me to answer that question.
No, I just wanted clarification. I wanted to make sure what I was saying is correct.
Okay.
False advertising.
Yeah, I didn't want to false advertise.
Yeah, go on.
uh,
What?
You distracted me and now I've lost my train of thought. I was going to ask a question.
All I did was ask Aaliyah if I could have a drink of a Tropicana.
I know,
Which is
because
very nice.
you were making like gang signs to her,
Yeah,
and then
you
I
went
was like,
you pointed your finger in a weird.
in a weird way,
Oh yeah, the gang sign. Point of the finger.
the point of the finger.
Teachers do all the
God,
time.
you gotta make sure you're not doing that around Clec, or else you're gonna get shot.
Oh, wow.
By
Yeah.
the HD5 guy.
Clec, where the guns go bang.
Nice. Anyway,
That's a bar,
Poetic.
that is.
so
poetic.
musical.
That's from a rap. And I'm not kidding. Some kid from, Cody for... I don't know if I should say it. This kid called Corey, not Cody. It's fine. He's probably not gonna watch this. Anyway, this kid called let's call him Rap Loser.
Just call him John Doe.
No, in fact, we all know his name's Cody
Eric
now.
Cantona.
I've called him Cody now. So Cody, he made a rap, and it was a diss track on someone, and he was like, "Oh, you come round my ends where the guns go bang." It's like, you live in Cleck, mate. You live in
Probably one of the quietest places around here.
You live in West Yorkshire. Are you sure about that?
Are you sure about that?
But yeah, he would.
Have you remembered your question?
Delusional. No, I haven't.
It's about
so
musical theatre.
if anybody wants to jump on
You
musical
were
theatre,
saying,
do
am I
it.
right? You said we're both into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but I'm stuck about it. So
Well,
if
I
anybody
mean,
just wants to jump on musical theatre,
I
just
like
jump.
it.
That's really insightful.
Thank you. I know.
It's alright.
What did you say?
I said I like it.
So Sam's getting singing lessons. Tell us about
Alright. I come out of nowhere.
that. It relates to musical theatre, I guess.
Yeah, but
Spiral.
Yeah.
way to throw the topic on me. I
Cool.
mean, yeah, that's cool, I guess.
It's cool, I guess.
Yeah. What do you expect from me?
I expected you to go into extreme detail, saying my teacher fiddles
Oh yeah,
with the piano while I
sing a merry tune.
While
Wow.
I talk loudly in a rhythm.
Yeah, pretty much. That's exactly what I was going to say, to be honest. Literally word for word, how I was going to describe my singing experience.
Yeah, isn't singing just talking loudly in a rhythm?
No, that's rapping.
You tell me.
No, because rapping you can do it really quiet, can't you? Because you get these rappers where they're whispering.
You can
from,
also
like,
sing
Singing,
quietly.
you can sing quietly.
I mean, I guess. Sure. But Sam doesn't sing
I
quietly.
feel like you've dug yourself into a little bit of
But
a
you
hole here,
can.
Adam, these past few minutes. You've been,
So I've been trying to scramble out.
yeah,
Just
you've
look
been
at your
drowning a
list.
little bit and you've been trying to...
My list says one word. I looked at my list, it said musicals.
Well, then maybe you should, like... This is a learning curve, Adam.
You should organise better.
Yeah, you
We
should.
legit came up with this, with what we were going to say, in the car on the way here. On the car.
On the
On the
car.
car. I don't know
Mr.
about
Bean
you,
style.
but
Why do you get on a bus but not on a car when you get in a car?
God knows.
Because you have to step onto the bus where you have to sit into a car.
Thank you, Leah.
You're welcome. Anyway, musicals.
What made you go into musical theatre?
Well, I used to really like singing, and I've always loved acting.
So put them together, what do you get?
Pivot, pop, spoon.
Yep.
You get a musical.
And it's just fun, isn't it?
How do you feel after a show's been... Yeah, you've done the last show of the production.
Okay.
How do you feel after?
We've only done that a few times, like, properly. So, I've never been paid for it. So...
Yeah, but even better with the money!
No, I think... It depends on what it is. Because I remember when we did Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, first night, I got that buzz from it. The second night, it was kind of like, okay, keep the ball rolling. Third night was kind of like, okay, nearly there. And then, like, last night, it was just like, aww.
Oh, it's over.
Yeah.
Mm.
And, like, the people there were so lovely, so I think that kind of added to it. I've done other stuff without you guys. Not a lot, but
Well, like, outside of school stuff, okay?
yeah,
Right, okay.
I did like Stagecoach when I was younger, which is like this thing. I think, yeah, you go for like 3 hours, and in each hour you do like singing, dancing, and acting. It cost a lot of money, which is why I stopped, but it was sick. And we did our very first play that we did there, show, was Lion King.
Oh.
And I really wanted to be Nala, but my best mate, who also went there, which is how I got into it, really wanted to be Simba.
Oh.
But, like, it's quite funny, because I actually got Simba, and she got Nala, but it turned out to be sick anyway.
Why did your lad not get Simba?
Because
I'm guessing you had a lot more girls than boys.
No, actually, we had quite even, but apparently I was just superior.
Oh, whoever that friend is that got Nala, eat your heart out.
No, not that.
You just got mugged by Aaliyah saying, I'm superior to
No,
you.
she's still my best friend.
Oh, is this?
This
Oh.
is Daniela.
Okay, I think I was thinking...
No, I was saying superior to the boys, because they were still quite high-pitched then anyway.
Far, far away, that's what I was thinking. That's the person I was thinking about. Far away.
Oh, right. Nah, Farah's never been into...
Oh, you straight say your name.
I don't care.
I was like hiding it, because this is what we do on podcasts.
The other best friend has never been into...
Oh, you've just called her the other best
She's
friend.
the other best friend. I've got...
Oh, jeez, you're upsetting a lot of people.
I'm not upset.
You'd call your best friend superior, inferior to you.
No, I meant the boys in the group. Oh, Adam. Just do this to me. I'm sick of it.
To be fair, I don't know. Whatever. I've never been in musicals or any stage productions outside of school, apart from Gentlemen Prefer Blondes. And I do regret it, but I don't at the same time. Because I was out doing sport rather than stage.
Well, I haven't either. I'm in the same position that you are.
Yeah. But I do kind of regret it. I wish I kind of like... Maybe I'd be like extremely much better than I am now if I started younger.
In what?
Extremely much better, yeah, that's right, Sam. In acting, musical theatre, dancing, just basically everything stage.
I think you're pretty good now anyway,
Oh,
so...
cheers, lad.
I mean, you're annoying, but...
Excuse me.
No, I think you can pick up
Yeah. I
a lot
pick
better
up,
than some people.
I pick up, like, especially the dancing.
Yeah.
I pick it up, no problem.
I don't think there's anything wrong with you singing. And acting. No, you're just an all-rounder, aren't you?
The singing's a bit dodgy. If maybe I've got singing lessons, I would obviously much improve, but at the minute I'm not that
bothered.
Good, bothered, both.
Do you mean from... Wait, what?
I'm not that good/bothered
Right.
at the minute, and so it's whatever really. Maybe I will be bothered in the future, and if I get into drama school, they do at least one singing lesson a week.
And it's never too late.
Unless you're Piers Brosnan.
Unless you're Piers Brosnan, apparently, and you're old and decrepit.
And do Mamma
Piers
Mia.
Brosnan is not old.
He's far from it.
Well, it's not far from old. What, he's like 50 something.
What do you class as old?
60.
Ooh. How old are you?
In which case, I don't think he's old.
My dad's getting old.
How old's your dad?
My dad's like 50 something. 55, 4, 6, 1 of them. Dunno.
What do you class as like elderly? Because there's a difference between old.
75.
Right.
So my grandparents aren't elderly yet.
Okay, by your definition, Piers Brosnan is definitely old. He is 65.
Yeah, he's quite old now, isn't he?
He's getting on.
He's getting on.
He's getting on.
He's getting on. He's quite old.
He doesn't look 65.
But he doesn't look 65.
He did look a bit drained though in Mamma Mia 2.
He's a fly guy for an old guy.
Well, I think that was the point.
Yeah, I know. But yeah.
On the topic of musicals, this was something that me and Adam were going to talk about a while ago. But it were an idea that just basically just didn't get mentioned.
Yeah, we were talking about it at, 1 o'clock in the morning while playing League of Legends.
Probably before the first podcast that we ever did.
It was
Actually,
before the
it was
first.
before the first one.
It was during the planning of the first podcast.
Yeah.
In fact, we were meant to talk about it on the second podcast. Because if you remember, in the first podcast I said to Sam, we should probably just do like an intro to us as the first.
Yeah.
So we thought that'd be a good idea. And then the second one, we'd kind of go down the route of this topic. But we never did.
Never did.
We got caught up with incredible thoughts.
Incredible thoughts.
Or amazing thoughts, as I
God.
named the
So annoying.
podcast. Which I didn't change because I found it funny
I was
after.
going
Yeah.
to say, can you not edit it?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, it's very, very easy to change, actually. So just
All I need
decided
to do
not
is
to.
go on my laptop and type in a single word.
But this is what we was talking about was we was talking about musicals, obviously. We was talking about creating musicals.
Because me and Sam have an idea for a musical, you see.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's serious or not.
Oh, it's not. But it is.
It's one of those things where you're not serious about it until it becomes serious, and then you're
Like this, like
I'm
doing
going to say,
podcasts.
like this podcast.
Like, doing this podcast is a mess about, but at the same time, if outcomes
But we
from
still
it,
we still get together on the weekend and make a podcast,
even though it's just like disposable.
even though we have no real reason to do it.
But whatever, I guess.
So it's like we're joking, but we're still serious enough to
do it.
do it every week.
So that's kind of like our
Except
musical
for last
idea.
week because I was ill.
We make jokes about it and we're joking about it.
But like low key, we both seriously want to do it.
I really want to do it.
I
It's
really
like
want
that
to.
person's
But
distract.
what we was talking, but the things that we were talking about was we were talking about the creation process of a musical
Yes.
because it's different to just normal script writing, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Because the one, by definition, a musical contains songs. By definition.
And some people find songs harder to write.
Or especially
Well-
if you've had almost zero musical background like me and Adam.
Me and Sam would have no idea how to go about
Because
it.
neither of us can play an instrument.
Yeah, no.
I mean,
no.
I've never given songwriting a go, but it's definitely considerably harder if you can't play an instrument in the first place.
And plus, I'm not good with words. So then when it comes to like making words within a song that will sound good,
I think I'd be alright with lyrics.
I'd be terrible with that.
I think I'd be alright with lyrics. Because I think I'm alright with writing scripts.
Well, you can just do it all.
You can.
You do the choreography.
Oh yeah, I'll make the dancers.
You do the choreography.
But all the dancers will just be like really dumb stuff. It'll be like me trying to mess about with ants. I'll like look at how ants move and just copy that.
Believe it or not, we haven't actually talked about what the musical's about, so you sound really dumb right now.
Which is why I said it.
Okay. Well, the idea that this is another thing, right?
Should we tell them the
Well,
idea?
when
Because
we
it's
first-
absolute gold.
When we first talked about this,
Don't
right?
people
When we
steal it.
first talked about this, when we were talking about it before, I was talking about how you'd create a musical in general. I was thinking of maybe like a completely different idea to this one.
Yeah.
And like what to do it about. Because, I don't know, it's different.
Well, I
Because
know.
you've got, whatever you do, your plot has to have something to sing about and dance about. And it has to be laid out in such a way that it seems quite normal.
Not right.
Yeah. Well, I know that, so like with drama, you devise scenes, don't
Yeah.
you? And you kind of develop a story from developing scenes and stuff and kind of link these scenes together. That is the same with music sometimes. I know that some people in music can just say you've got a melody
A nice little riff.
or that, yeah. Someone might... Okay, so in a band, I play the guitar I'll start playing this riff, and then I'll say to you, sing whatever comes to your head now, and then
Go along with it. Yeah.
and then the sing, and then that might be the start of their song.
Yeah.
I know that is somehow some ways that music's created.
Yeah.
So I was listening to a podcast on it.
Oh, really?
I was listening to AJR.
It's interesting as well, though, because creating a song for a musical is also completely different to creating just a song.
Because the song doesn't really need any context.
I mean, it can do.
Yeah,
Don't get me wrong, it can do. But
not necessary.
It's not necessary.
Yeah.
You can make a song about anything, really. And there is songs about anything, really. But in a musical, it kind of has to be grounded to what you're talking about, really.
It has to be tied, or else you just.
And it's got to
no
convey a
reason.
message. Otherwise, there's no point of it being in there. And there is songs in musicals like that do exist, where there's no point in them being in the show because they don't do anything. They don't move anything forward.
Unless it's a background kind of context thing.
What do you mean?
I don't know why, but I just thought of like Shrek. And like, I haven't seen it, but I imagine like Farquaad has a solo song.
He has an introduction song,
Oh.
but it's used as an introduction to him.
Yeah, but say if nobody knew like what Shrek was, or who
Then
Farquaad
it serves
was.
a purpose because
Yeah.
it's introducing him.
Yeah.
And he also talks about like what he wants to do in that song. I'm pretty sure. That's it. But yeah, so that's another thing you've got to keep in mind. Because one thing that I was thinking, go on.
Sorry, I can't pronounce his name, but I'd like to know Lin-Manuel Miranda's. Is that what?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to know his like creative process.
Well, I do know that actually because I watched a thing on it.
He starts spitting bars.
Does he?
I watched
No idea.
I watched a thing on it. It started when he actually just read the biography of Alexander Hamilton.
No, not just for Hamilton though.
Well, no, but that's the other one is wrote
Yeah, I know, but I mean,
at the moment.
yeah, okay, never mind. And I know that actually.
But yeah, then he made the opening song, and then performed that in the White House, and then people were like, "Yo, you should just make that into a full musical." And I was like, "All right, sick," and he did it.
See, with Alexander Hamilton, though, yeah, sure, he had to make the music, but he relatively didn't need to come up with a storyline.
Yeah, because it's
so much
already
easier.
happened.
Exactly.
That's why when I was trying to think about something that you could make a thing, it's like, okay, so evidently something based off of a story that already exists is good going.
Mm-hmm.
Because you just build up and hype up
And
moments.
sensationalise it.
And sensationalise moments that probably weren't that big, but they happened, so you can write about it, so you can make it into a song.
Plus, you can choose to ignore bits as well.
Oh, yeah.
So like contradictions.
Yeah. So
You
then,
can, and
motivation.
you can convey characters however you want to.
Yeah. Because, I mean, it doesn't matter what they were feeling at the time, because you're probably not 100% sure, just as long as what happened to them actually happens to them, then it's right.
Plus, I think it was easier for him because Hamilton actually did have a journal, so he knew what he was feeling from his
Yeah,
perspective.
but
and he had the facts.
for like other people as
No,
well.
yeah.
though.
But yeah.
So what I was thinking was like,
Maybe we could just watch ants. Watch them just mess about and see what.
okay,
ideas
so
we
if
get.
you're confused at this point, the idea that we had for a musical was just to make it about the life of ants.
So we'd like dress people up in just ant costumes, and our main character would be called Anthony or Ant
Or just ant.
for
Oh my
short.
The Queen would have a sick solo.
Yo.
So yeah, so it's all based around the life of ants.
Yeah.
And just how they interact with each other, which was a very long-running inside joke that me and Adam had for a very long time.
Oh,
Is
so
actually,
funny.
shall I tell the story about where it all came from?
Yeah.
So, right. I just leaned forward in my chair and asserted my storytelling position.
Power stuff.
Well, resting
I
your elbow.
I was like, I thought that was the arm of my chair, but it's actually Adam's knee that I'm resting my elbow on. I'm going to keep it there now because it's better. So, it all started when I was in Mallorca one time, and this was years ago, years and years ago, probably between 2008 and 2010. I was in Mallorca.
And me and Sam bumped into each other. We were walking across the street. There's two little toddlers.
Me and Adam didn't meet till last year.
we were walking around the street. Two little toddlers crashed into each other.
Two little
toddlers in
I'd have been
2008.
8.
Yes, two little toddlers.
In between.
We aged very well. Well, we aged
Very badly.
terribly until 2008 when we just had these
Growth
massive
spurt.
spurts. Yeah. So we were two little toddlers, bumped into each other. We both had toys, got the wrong toys, like picked up the wrong toy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then we met met up with each other on that same sidewalk. And then little did we know we were about to get his lives changed by a human-sized ant who said, "You boys were destined to join us." So he gave us these like green orbs of like goo, and we put them to his lips and like slurped them up. We didn't know how to work them. We just guessed correctly. So we slurped them up, and then we shrunk to the size of ants. And then they took over the world, and we were the leaders.
Okay, so this is the story of what actually happened. So I was in Mallorca one time, 8-year-olds. Adam's not in this story, by the way, so don't expect Adam to turn up at one point. We didn't meet until last year. We didn't meet until last year.
And then Sam went to a shop, and I was there.
Yeah.
I was the vendor.
I was walking down the road in Mallorca, and I saw a trail of ants, and they were carrying a dead cockroach on the back. There was like 20 ants carrying this one huge cockroach, and I was like, yo, and like I didn't know where they were going, but I just followed them for a while, and then I had to stop obviously because it's in the middle of a busy road. Well, not a busy, like side way. Anyway,
a decently busy road.
yeah, so I couldn't just sit there and watch where the ants were going, but I was thinking about it later when I told this story to Adam last year. No, it was this year, early this year.
Yeah, very early this year.
I was telling Adam about the story, and I was like, come to think of it, like, there's no way they were fitting that back down into their nest. No way, because they probably just live in the crack of a wall, and there's no way that this cockroach is fitting in there. So then we spawned the idea of us carrying the raw cockroach and being like, lads, this cockroach ain't gonna fit.
It's not gonna fit, boys.
It's not gonna fit, boys. Right, take it back across road. Oh crap, car.
Duck, boys.
Duck.
Alright, we're good.
As you were.
As you were, yeah. Oh, lads, there's a dog coming.
No!
No!
Every man for themselves.
And then we had, so they're all like sat in the nest chatting, and then one ant charges through the door. Boys, there's a spider out
But
there.
that actually came from somewhere else.
Oh, yeah, it did.
Because in one of the drama rooms at college, there used to be a problem where there was just a tiny little crack in the wall at the back of the corner of the classroom. And there was ants there. Like, there was a swarm of ants.
Loads.
Like, absolutely fascinated by watching ants. I love watching ants. So there was like...
So one day,
Sam was soldiers.
Sam was sat in the corner, just like staring at the
Watching
corner.
the ants.
And I went over to him and went, "Sam, are you alright? You look a bit like, I don't know, bewildered."
I was like, yeah, there's ants. And he was like, yo, there's ants. We just watched the ants for a while.
And then we tried to throw
In fact, there
shortbread.
was one on the
Yeah.
stage. Yeah, there was one on the stage
Yeah.
who was like alone. And we was like, this guy's an absolute trooper. Because he'd had to made it quite... He didn't have wings. He didn't have wings, which meant that he climbed all the way upstairs, up to this stage.
Upstairs.
Up to this stage, which is nowhere near the nest. And like, so to reward him, I gave him a bit of shortbread.
But he didn't take it.
He never took it.
Instead, he took the dead body
He
of
took
another
the dead
ant.
body of another ant.
And we thought that was amazing.
Yeah, we was like, what a troop.
Either he's bringing back the dead to bury them, or bury them, however you want to say bury the dead, or he's taking it back so they can eat him alive.
Oh, God.
Well, not eat him alive. eat the fallen soldier.
I would
Funeral.
prefer the first one, where they have like a respectful
I'd
funeral
prefer
for
the
it.
second one.
No.
I'd prefer
Aw.
no, combine them both together. They have a funeral,
And then they
and
And
then
then they
as
eat him.
tradition, they like rip him apart and like
Yeah.
start munching on him.
But yeah, we
Egyptian
also
style.
anyway. Turns out that at the other side of the classroom there was a spider one day, and we was like, "Yo, what if we took the spider and brought it over to the ants?"
I went, oi, let's
we
make
just
them
made them
fight each
fight.
other.
And, we
And
was
then
like,
you started
we was
saying-
like the ants would definitely win.
Didn't you say that ants actually do that? Actually, like rip
Oh
apart?
yeah, no,
I've
but I've
seen
seen it
spiders.
before on like documentaries
Yes.
where like spiders have come to like invade nests and ants have just like
Torn them apart.
like crawled all the way over them and stuff and just like
And then
drowned this
eaten
spider
them.
in ants.
There's one with the wasp.
Oh, no, they just do it to defend the nest. That's
And
with
then
bees.
and
though.
then eat them.
Bees do that with wasps. Like wasps like come to like kill all the bees and like take their honey and stuff. But like the bees, they all just all the bees then like surround the wasp and like wriggle because they talk by like wriggling, but instead they all just like shake violently and like heat up the wasp until it just dies.
That's mad.
And that I just found that so metal.
Can you imagine?
The
If
wasp
you-
is just like, yo, what are you doing? This is kind of weird. Jesus.
Here, lads. Can you just...
Can you stop? I'm getting a bit warmy.
Ah!
My eye.
oh, boys, there's a wasp out here.
But like, if,
Get him!
sometimes if like hornets come, then they go on like killing sprees before like they're finally taken down. So it's kind of sad. But we was like, so then we came from the idea that the ants, one would burst into like this room where there was just like 3 ants playing cards or
chilling.
something.
I like slurping on this goo.
Yeah, sleeping on the dew. And then he was like, yo, there's a spider outside. And the ants were like, lads, boys,
lads, boys, lads, boys, lads, boys, lads, boys, lads, boys,
and then they just charge out all
Charge out,
together and
like
start
spears and
killing this
stuff.
ant.
Beating
I mean,
it
this spider.
One to him. Go on, get him. Headbutt.
Headbutt. And then and then just the ant storyline developed further and further and further until eventually it was like, we should make something out of this. Let's make it a musical. Ants the musical.
You even drew
Yo,
a poster
you
for
drew
it.
a-
I drew a poster.
Very beat
I
up
have it.
poster.
So if I can be bothered, I'll put it on screen. No!
Oh my god, damn
Make sure that's not a spike.
That's an audio
it.
spike.
Scared
That's
me.
not your
So then I'll
so
know.
you know where to put the ant.
So there'll be a
Poster.
picture of the ant poster that I drew,
Probably.
which I was pretty proud of.
It looked alright.
It looks
actually,
pretty
to say that
decent.
you're not the strongest drawer I've ever seen.
No, I've never been into ant. I've never been. Damn it!
Who is ant?
I've never been into ant. Oh, and then we came up with like instead of cars, they just drive beetles.
Yeah. And then just grab beetles. So it's like, yo, he's got his beetle out.
Oh, have you heard this song?
and it's just the beetle making noise.
You know, you go,
Like-
oh, I don't like this song.
I don't think radio's like, so he kicks it in and then he
Kicks
just
it
starts
in,
going.
It's like,
And it's like, yo, this is sick.
banger!
Yeah.
Just like turn up the volume, cranks the antenna.
Antenna.
Yeah, it's like, and the beetles are like,
Getting loud. And then he's like, oh, I changed the song again. Boom! Boom. Oh, I've broken it.
Yeah, I've broken
Oh,
the
no.
I really like you know the film Ants. That used to be one of my favourite films.
Yeah.
ants.
Yeah, you know the film.
Yeah.
There's 3 movies about ants.
Okay.
So there's the ant bully.
There's Bugs
Not
Life.
that one. That
Not
is
Bugs
sick,
Life.
but not that one.
And there's ants.
Just
Ant-
ants.
Ants with a Z,
Yes.
Yes.
Ant Bully, and Bugs Life
Ants
are all
with-
movies about ants.
With
Ant
Princess
Bully.
Paula.
Ant
That
bully
one.
was my favourite.
Yeah.
When I grow older, I'm going to be a beautiful butterfly and everything will be okay.
I love that one.
Yeah, ant bully was my favourite.
That was a quote from Bugs Life. What I just
I know, I could tell. Because it was that chubby
It's the
caterpillar.
chubby
Yeah.
German caterpillar.
I love the ladybird in that. It's just a man.
Oh yeah, that really like.
He's like, hey.
Oh yeah, with a really crocky voice.
He's like a proper New Yorker.
Like a smoker as well.
Yeah.
Man. Then the next big thing is going to be Ant, the musical.
The musical.
So the main character's
Ant.
Anthony or Ant.
He's just Ant, and like he's just a normal Ant.
Can I be the stage manager?
But like everyone just wants to talk about. Everyone just wants to get on with their life, but Ant wants to be a bit more.
But Ant wants to do. He don't want to fall in line.
He wants to be a soldier.
Oh, so we're going down B movie territory.
No, actual Ant film with a Z. Ants with a Z. That's the concept of it. He's like talking to a therapist at the start. It's beautiful. He's like sat on a leaf. He's talking to.
Oh no! He did. He just wanted to be. Yeah, he just wanted to be something.
Yeah.
Let's say instead of he wants to be an ant.
We're still,
something.
We don't know the entire plotline of ants. We
Instead
just
of being
know how
like-
the universe works. So we've laid down the laws of the universe, like how the ants like talk to each other.
Yeah.
What they do and don't do.
So they
But
all.
we don't actually know a storyline for ants yet. So
They're
this
all
is
like
why
Yorkshire.
Yeah.
Everyone's Yorkshire speaks like this.
Speaks like this.
Oi lads.
Oh, lads.
They say lads a lot.
Lads. Yeah.
Even if you're a female.
Because they're all guys.
Oh yeah, they are. Except because they all have a massive crush on
The Queen.
the Queen,
Who is the only girl.
and there's obviously multiple queens. So they're like they talk
There's
about
been multiple queens. So
So-
like the past ones.
yeah. So they'll be like, "Oi, the first queen was a banging one, you know."
Everyone's like, yo, the first queen. Everyone's like, how do you even know about the first queen? That was so long ago.
That was ages ago. We're on like the 11th queen now.
Yeah. Like, get with time.
Oh, who remembers the 6th queen? No, am I right? Am I right, lads?
And then there's a few that are like, yeah.
But
But it's
everyone-
quite divided.
But everyone has the favourite. Well,
Everyone has their individual favourites, with the exception of the third queen.
of the third. Or was it fourth?
I think it was fourth.
I think it was the fourth.
Maybe the fourth queen that no one likes. And then
Everyone thought fourth.
There's like
queen
one
was
weirdo who likes the fourth queen, and then it's like, yeah, what about the fourth queen though? And everyone's like, shut up!
Shut up. She
Oi,
was
oi,
dead.
shut your mouth. No. Stop.
Nah. She wasn't big enough. She wasn't thick enough for me.
You know,
And then like, go
it's
on.
funny because like this whole concept of ants,
Mhm.
you created it. Not the whole concept of ants, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
The,
Yeah.
I now
joke,
call
the
this
musical.
animal the ant
I created the ant.
Yes.
in my
Um,
image.
But then, like with the Cats the musical, which is essentially
Yeah, same
like you
concept,
guys
really.
find it so weird, and so why would anyone make a musical
'Cause
about cats?
Cats is
But you're on about a
Cats
musical
is
about
serious,
ants.
isn't it?
I don't know. I've never seen
No,
it,
but Cats is weird because it's all about like their religion and stuff. It's like they all like worship this like voodoo thing, which is strange. And it's all like,
Have
no,
you seen
cats
it?
don't do that.
Yeah.
No, I just know that
It's
this
like
is
the
kinda how it
origin
goes.
of fairies. Is it not?
Fairies
Don't
the
know.
musical.
I haven't seen it. I just wanted to touch upon it
It's
because
the-
you guys don't like cats.
Because it's
I also don't
serious.
think the music's that good in Cats.
Yeah, I know. I
Like,
know
I
about
was
your
helping you
hatred.
sing Memories, and I'm like picking apart the song as I go, and I'm like, Jesus, I could have wrote this.
You said that a few times.
Yeah.
You
Like,
said that
the
about
more-
a lot of
The
things.
more that I think about it, like someone who cannot play an instrument, I was using like a piano app on my phone
Oh yeah.
to like get the chords, and like I was finding that I was like learning the song as I was going, and I was like, I should not be able to do this for like this Broadway masterpiece.
By Andrew Lloyd Webber.
You should create a song for ants.
I would love to. I would
Do
love
it.
to make the music for Ants.
Oh, no, it's just ants, sorry. We can't get confused with ants and ant. It needs to be ant or ants.
Ants. It's Ants.
No, I think it
because
should be
the
Ant.
individual character is Ant.
But
Copyright.
the poster that I've done is Ant.
Okay, then it's Ant the musical. Fine then.
Ant the musical because it's based on Ant.
Yeah.
But everyone's like,
no,
oh,
but everyone's
it's
like,
about
it's
ants.
about ants, but it's not. It's about Ant.
Ant.
Who
Yeah.
just so happens to be an ant.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, cool. Glad we got that sorted.
Yeah.
Right, so
I would love to make music for Ant.
Maybe Ant can be like, what can he do?
But we need to establish more of a solid storyline.
Yeah. I think
we need like obviously we have the protagonist of Ant, but we need a bit more of a fleshed out.
Does Ant have a bird? Can it be a real? He has a love affair with a bird.
No, it's not a bird.
It's just
Because
eating
birds
it.
are like Godzilla.
Unless it's a tiny bird. It's like a baby bird.
That's still huge compared to an ant.
And that's a bit strange.
Yeah.
A grown ant has a love affair with a baby bird. I don't think there's consent involved.
No, I think because we was looking up how ant societies work, weren't we?
Yes.
We was like looking at how.
No.
We was looking at how well, perfectly on an hour. Interesting.
Just keep going until we stop.
Keep going until I guess it's an hour and 15 or an hour and 30. It's this one then. But yeah, we was like and I was looking to see if there was, and I think there's very few females that make it through, and they just work as if they are. So we was like, imagine this ant wants to be with this one female worker, but it's like frowned upon because they can't do that because all the kids are the queens, and they just want a kid. But it's like, no, it's the queen who has kids. You don't have kids.
Yeah, that's not for you.
Yeah.
I was thinking an idea. So the queens, to establish their kind of thing, like the introduction to them, how some of them like them, some of them don't. It would kind of be like the introduction to the Schuyler sisters, and also that kind of repeated 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 ants, like the queens.
The queens.
Yeah, it'd be kind of like that.
Well, that's the thing with the musical as well. That's another thing with musicals is
we could have a song about individual ants, and not individual ants, but how about the queens. So we have
the introduction.
No. I know what you're saying, but I'm saying different. Say Ant, he sings about how he's the last one to sing.
Well,
so it's
Ants,
like a Tangled kind of thing. You know, in Tangled, how they have the song about dreaming.
Maybe Ant's just not fussed because he wants to be with his girlfriend.
Yeah. So at the end of the song, you know, in Tangled, the dream songs, he says his dream.
I've got dreams like you, not really, just much less touchy-feely.
Yeah. Well, instead, Ant would sing look, I'm not that too into the Queens, trust me.
I'm not that fussed.
But...
And they're all like, whoa.
Whoa, what is wrong with you?
You're right, lad.
He's like, I prefer this one.
It's like, I'm just not into Queens, to be honest with you. And they're all like,
whoa!
Yo.
Or it's like a High School Musical. You know, when they're all singing
Status Quo.
Status Quo.
Yeah.
So each of the ants are like, I find this one fits. Really, she's bloody pain. That's like when he's that kid singing about the fourth.
Yeah, you do the choreography.
That's when he's singing about the fourth ant. She's like, I really find her fit. No.
Yeah, you do the choreography.
Happily.
Oh, that's so dumb.
It was your face as well when you did.
I find her really big.
Anyway, what's next on the list?
I don't think we're finished talking.
I don't think we're finished with ants yet. What other ideas are
I think we're talking about ants until we're finished now. I think that's what it's been derailed as. Unless you want to talk about something else.
It's just, I'm a guest. You can talk about ants whenever you want, really.
No, but
On the podcast.
then we get your input on it.
You've had my input.
You're in on the idea.
Yeah, I am actually.
Okay, right. Yeah, no, in fact, we've decided, we've cast... No, we haven't cast it.
We've cast.
I've cast it in my mind. You're the ant that
Antess.
finds fit.
Antess.
Yeah, Antess. Tess.
And then there's there needs to be
Her
like
name's Tess.
their name's Tess.
Her name's Tess.
No,
so it's
but
like
just
Antess.
Antess. There needs to be.
I will pay
There
you.
needs to be a villain in the story.
The Queens.
Ooh.
No, maybe there's like a general who's like a specific guy who just doesn't like it.
Or a big soldier ant.
Yeah. Oh.
I like the idea of it being
But-
like an older, sort of just like
I like the idea of
authoritative, not like he's not just like a bulky soldier, it's like general that like leads the
Like
soldiers,
General Ross in like Our Country's Good.
kind of. Like all the ants are kind of like tall and skinny, aren't they? But like all the soldiers can just be big bulky ants. Hup, 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 hup. They're all like clones of each other.
yeah, they're exactly the same. They're all got
Ant's just a
square
bit
heads.
smaller.
Yeah.
Ant's just the
Well,
smaller.
no,
Ant's a bit smaller, not that skinny.
No, because Ant's a worker, and all the workers are like just average.
Yeah, but exactly. So ants
Smaller.
like
Ant's
a bit
little
smaller,
bit smaller.
not as skinny. So everyone's like, look at this guy.
Yeah,
He's barely skinny.
yeah.
And he's like, oh, come on, guys, I'm not that different.
And then this general's like
Yeah.
really tall compared to the rest of them. And he's really slender.
Yeah, of course. He's like
Really
a
are
basketball player.
describing like ants with a Z here.
Ants.
Yeah.
Are we?
Well, no,
Yeah.
because all the soldiers are like that in Ants. They're all tall and skinny.
Not his best mate, which is a soldier ant.
But we're looking at it from the workers' point of view, not soldiers.
Carry on.
But yeah,
I just don't want you to get this idea and then be like, nah, it's
we
too
also have a
similar.
completely different gimmick though.
True.
Yeah, his musical
Yeah.
side. It brings out a new. I was thinking about what stylized we could have done it in as well. Like,
I feel like it just flips. Like it just does a 180 between like every song.
yeah, 1 minute it's naturalistic.
every now and
Jazz.
again the like style of like singing and dancing just
That would be so cool.
swaps.
during a song, you could have like a beat switch up. It's like 1 minute, it's like you've got this jazzy kind of, and
Yeah.
then beat switch up, it's rock.
It's like the
Yeah,
It
you.
sounded like a fart.
record scratch.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Oh, it goes into rap. Rap battle. We're definitely having a rap battle in there. Ant's gotta be fire. Ant's gotta be fire.
Ant.
Fire
Is that
ant.
ant skinny? Oh yeah, yes. Yes.
Yo!
Ant has a rap battle against a fire ant.
And wins the fire ant,
Yeah,
even though
because
that's their
that's
specialty.
something we was looking at as well. Because we was looking, there's
Different
loads
type
of
of
different
ants.
types of ants.
Yeah.
And I saw this thing on a documentary that we were talking about. It's called an ant lion.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it's not
yeah.
actually an ant. It's just called an ant lion because it eats ants.
Okay, right.
And it like traps itself in like a burrow
Yeah,
and
I
like
know
waits
this.
with its jaws like locked
Mhm.
like out. And then as soon as the ant falls in, then it grabs it.
It's like a
then,
Venus flytrap,
sometimes it
but
can be
in
like
sand.
that can be like the bears. Yeah,
Yeah.
but that was another thing that I forgot to mention as well. Like obviously if it's like it's a dog, it's like, oh, it's a dog, come on lads, let's get out of here. But like code red is if an anteater comes.
Oh, yeah.
If there's an
Anteater.
anteater, it's like, what's code red? There's an anteater outside. Everyone's like, no, dig.
That can be a song in
Dig.
itself.
Yeah, the
That's
anteater
so cool.
attack. I can imagine it titled
Yeah.
Anteater Attack.
At the top of the stage, you just see like a tongue, like
Yeah,
every
it's
now and
like-
then flopping down. You get like people
It'd
flung
be
back
great
on
because
harnesses.
yeah,
or
they're
drug
all on
stage.
harnesses, and every now and again they just go flying up to the top.
Yeah.
And because like no, and then it's like one guy
One
holding
guy,
onto them.
yeah. Another guy holds on to it.
Yeah, because that's what ants do. They make chains.
Yeah,
Don't
they
they?
do.
Climb
Yeah,
up
they
stuff
do.
and
And then
then
like pull them back
one
down.
big long chain. And then they
We're not letting you go, lads. We got you.
Yeah, anteaters like code
Right.
Armageddon.
Oh, it's like apocalypse
Doomsday.
time. Doomsday
Anteater
boys.
Apocalypse. That's the title of the song.
I feel like green ants can be like the dogs of the ant world.
Oh,
It's like, stop biting.
I feel like green ants are proper like weird. I feel like green ants like
Like nerdy.
it's a bloody green ant is like they're like proper disgusting. Hey.
Hi.
It's like
Hey, how's it going there?
There's loads of different types. Let me look up more different types of
So
ants.
are you gonna have like the different ant colonies like gangs kind of like they all hate,
Not like gangs,
not hate
but it's
each
like
other.
I feel like it could be like that.
But it
Where
could
they
be
have
like-
different signs and stuff.
Yeah. And they like see one another and like, oh, don't go over there. Or like, yo, it's them, and it's like,
Yeah, I think we could have like a sequel to Ant. So Ant 2, he's involved in the war. Like there's underlining
bullet
like,
ants.
You know what I mean? Bullet ants, they can be like
They're like the FBI. They're like police. They're like the FBI.
because they're all blacked out as well.
It's like it's a bullet ant. Wow, there's a species of ant called the yellow crazy ant.
are they yellow?
I bet he's mental.
Yeah.
I bet he's absolutely mental.
Let's have a look at them. Yeah, they're like the.
They're just the
They're
sesh heads. Of
Yeah, they're the sesh heads. They're like-
yeah, they go to a club every night.
Yeah, it's like oh bloody hell, it's another yellow crazy ant. Jesus.
He's like, oh,
It's like
you're
you
my
were fun for the
best
first few
friend.
while, but now he's just getting a bit on my nerves.
I know when we were
He's
younger,
just like-
but
Yeah. I
a
didn't
bit
think
of an
he'd-
idiot now.
Didn't think he'd turn out.
Thought it
like
was a
this.
phase.
Yeah. We need like emo ants as well. Now that you said phase, I've just thought of emo ants.
Phase, mom.
A blacked out one. What's that one?
There's I need ones that's not just like a Latin name.
Yeah, we need something where it's like normal word ant. Like
Carpenter
bullet
ant.
They can be really boring, lads.
Yeah, they're just boring.
They sell carpets.
Fair
Sell
enough.
carpet.
They
I've
sell
got this,
pieces of grass.
you have like good dirt and grass. I have this really nice dirt. I think it'll suit your hole nicely.
Pavement ant.
Pavement ant.
Yeah.
They're like the builders. They're like the builders of the ant world, I guess. Like, oh, the queen ant wants a new nest. Ah,
We don't have the budget.
don't have the budget.
Building regulations to be able to put in another nest. Anyway,
Okay, right.
that was a nice introduction to ants.
No, okay. Final thing.
Leaving thoughts.
Film or stage? Because
What?
we haven't.
Well, I think it's just completely different.
If you had to choose one,
Oh, you mean for the ants or for us?
no, for uns, for uns,
For uns?
for uns, for us.
I'd like to start out in stage, but I would like to get film. I'd like to go into the film kind
If you
of
had to
thing.
pick one,
If I had to pick one. Probably film. Because you still have the opportunity to do that kind of theatrical side in a film, whereas you don't have that kind of like
freedom.
flexibility
Okay, right.
in theatre.
Okay.
I don't know. Probably. I don't know. It's hard because, like earlier, I would like to do both one day. But I think theatre. Because I prefer it. That's where the buzz comes from, right?
Actually.
Obviously, it's not where the fame comes from. But it's where.
Yeah,
Well, that's changed a
is-
little bit.
is fame a
That's
contributing
changed-
factor
That's
though?
changed a little bit.
Yeah, but it's where the money comes from, isn't it?
The fame
Yeah, which
is
will
the
be
money
able
a
to.
contributing factor?
Because if I'm going to want it for a job,
No, as in like the amount of money.
Oh.
So say you could be an actor, but the money is a solid 40,000 a year, or like 30,000 a year.
yeah.
It's like all like kind of average, right?
Mhm.
Would you still be an actor?
Because that's what
Fair enough.
I get the buzz off. That's what I like doing.
That's why I choose theatre. Because that brings the buzz. Whereas with film, I imagine it's still fun to make a film,
Mm-hmm.
but it's you
When-
don't get that like
When we were filming with
reaction.
Harry, I really enjoyed that.
I enjoyed it. It was
Even though it was next to no, I still really enjoyed it.
Yeah. I enjoyed it. I'd like to do some at one day though, where I get a really long run up at something to do with film.
Fair enough. I would go into film just because it reaches more people.
So
fame is a contributing factor to
you.
Not necessarily fame, but I want to show as many people as possible. Do you know what I mean? I want everyone to experience the if I'm doing a character that is complex and an interesting one, I want as many people as possible to experience this, or even the story within the film. I would want as many people as possible to experience a fun, interesting concept.
Yeah, that's again why I'd like. That's like I said just then. That's why I'd like to have something with a bigger run up to it. Something that has something in film that has training and stuff. So I mean, obviously now when we film stuff, obviously we're only 18, so it's like whatever. And it's for someone else's project, so we get scripts, we learn our motive, and we do it, sort of thing.
We haven't
yet.
Like
something that I could really get into.
We haven't really yet dug into a proper script. A big boy role.
Something for camera.
Yeah, we haven't been able to do that.
In camera. Yeah. But yeah, it's interesting. Okay, is that?
And that's my last.
Any final thoughts? Anything you want to say before we leave it?
I'll probably think of something in about 5 minutes and kick myself.
Where can people find you? Do you want to shout out your social media?
No.
Okay.
You can if you want.
No.
Shout out yours?
Yeah.
Well, if you said no, we cannot. It's up to you. Just say your last name and then Instagram, and then there you go.
It's Alakazam in Instagram.
Okay, right then.
Decent.
I also have a meme page, but it's unknown, so I'm just waiting for it to pull up.
No way, do you actually?
Yeah, do you?
Yo, I want to see this.
No.
Show me after the podcast.
It's not big.
Please, I beg. Anyways, our social medias are in the description, probably.
If Adam remembers, then he'll link Aaliyah's Instagram in the description.
If I remember, which I probably won't.
But I don't care, so it's alright.
Follow us Snapchat because we use that religiously.
That's on screen right now. The Snapchat isn't. Never mind.
No, it's not.
The Instagram.
Don't bother using the
Instagram and Twitter. Do the Instagram. There's a lot on the Instagram.
No, there is a lot on the Instagram.
Follow the Sam&Adam official Instagram page.
Instagram.
Also, the photography is mainly by me on that Instagram page.
Remember to like, comment, and subscribe.
Oh yeah, I remember. I forgot about that. Subscribe, especially.
Ring that notification bell.
How many people are we speaking to right now? Probably 3, 2.
Yeah, 5 max.
Who's
Max?
Decent. With that, we're gonna stop.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.